Okay, welcome to everyone watching, all like 2 ears. I'm testing out my turbo Deskbot base deck. So obviously, I'm only going to record a hand that looks like it's going to start well, but we'll see how this goes. This isn't optimal, but it looks like it has some potential. So we're going to start obviously with the Charge of the Light Brigade. We're going to mill 3 cards. Hopefully we hit light swans. Wow, that's 3 amazing hits. The first card we hit is Wolf. That'll just summon. And then these 2 will go to grave. I get to search for a light swan. We want to get them luminas out as quick as we can. Wolves need to stay in the deck for as long as possible. So we've got the dot scraper, we've got the Metaphose Fusion. We're actually going to trigger this straight away. So, and then we draw a card. A Monster Reborn is really good, not for dot scraper, but it's good for later. It's actually a really, really nice start for now. However, we are having a slight problem of, yes, I can play Lumina, but I can't do anything with her without a Light Swan in grave. So we're going to use this to try and mulligan the 1 card that we can. See if we hit something nice. A Card Trooper. I think the Card Trooper is the play here. So we're going to play the Card Trooper. Normal summon. And then Card Trooper, we're going to mill 3. We've hit another Wolf. That's exciting. 2, 3. We've got 2 Despots in grave. That's a start. I'm going to overlay these, making ourselves a, what do we got? Minerva? Minerva's nice. Minerva's going to detach one of the wolves, and we're going to mill 3. Now, of course, we hit no light swans because we were just not going to hit light swans. It just wasn't possible with the situation we had. A Monster Reborn will give us 1 extra card, but unfortunately nothing in here is really ideal. We will Monster Reborn. Now, as much as we should be getting back the Card Trooper, unfortunately having 1 on field means we won't be able to Skull Dread off of it. So we're going to bring back Deskbot 3, and then we're going to use Dot Scraper's once per game ability of bringing itself to the field. Now we have 4 cards we can Skull Dread. We can fix up the issues with this hand. So it's not a good start, but it's a start. Draw 4, so we'll obviously put Marin back in. We will put Wolf back in, and now we have a beautiful looking hand. We still need to lose 1 more card. It's going to be the Machine Dupe. So Solar Recharge, get rid of Illumina, draw 2, mill 2. A Mally, so we're going to straight away just proc the Mally, like, whew. It's a good hit. So we got a Mally on board. That's a good start. I'm going to see what our other recharge gives us. Oops, I forgot to shuffle. So let me just put those back. One of those was really good, but we'll shuffle. Then we draw 2, mill 2. Unfortunately, I've already used, what's his name? The Metaphose Fusion. So we can't use that. But let's have a look at our Despots, because this is where that starts to matter. So we got, 7, 3, 6, plus 3 more in hand, so we're at 6 of 9. So we need just to find 3 more Despots. Obviously with Card Trooper in play, that's extremely viable right now. We're going to use Skull Dread Special Summon on Despot 2. We're going to search the next one of these Despots that we're after. Despot 1. So that's going to come into hand. Now, as much as we are risking things, we could hit a melee here and screw ourselves up a little. I'm going to play the card destruction, so 1, 2, 3 in grave, and we draw 1, 2, 3. That's actually really good. At this point, it's tempting fate to mill more cards. So we're missing what, just 1 or 2 Despots now. Let's see, we got missing 4. Oh no, we got 4 in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is in here, is it? Are we missing 6? 6, 8, 7's up top. So we're just missing Despot 9 at this point. So we can win as long as we find that Despot 9, which is just, that's the optimal state to be in this deck. We're going to go with 1 mil off Glow Up Bulb. What do we hit? We hit a Machine Dupe. That's all right. It's too late for Machine Dupe now. I've got this in play. As much as I can just play the other one over it. Let's not lose that card advantage. So we got, 4 cards on board. Let's just go searching for our last card that we need, which is that Despot 9, I believe. So there it is. However, having it in hand means getting it to the field, we're going to straight up put that wolf back in. We do get a search here, a special summon, sorry. However, that's not optimal when we have 2 cards we want to put on the board. We have Solar Recharge. All right, cool. We're going to ditch the Deskbot 2. We're going to ditch the Machine Dupe. We don't need either one of those. And that's 3 cards back in deck. Now, this, 1, 2, 3. So we don't need this. This or this. Oops, that Outstanding Dog Marin must go back to deck. That's in there purely to not deck out. So I get a search here. Now, there is that Lumina in there. That's what I am after. I'm just having a look to make sure that I'm not missing any Deskbots. There's a 2 in there. There's 2 2s in there, but they're no good to me now. I've got 1 engraved. That's what I needed. So off the Skull Dread special, we're going to special Lumina. Lumina's going to pitch a Deskbot for another Lumina. Lumina's going to pitch a Deskbot for... Doesn't overly matter at this point. But I think I will go with another Lumina. No, we'll go with Wolf. Wolf has some power. So at this point, we do need to kill the opponent as fast as possible. So we're going to go with Wolf. Put a Wolf on field. We're going to overlay these 2 for a second Dante. That's purely not for mills. We will do the mills next turn when we need the beat stick. But at this point, Deskbot base should be able to trigger because we've got 7, 3, 6, 1, 8, 5, 2, 9, and 4. Should make 9. Yep, that's 9 Deskbots. So we banish them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And base triggers, so my opponent loses their hand, their field, their grave. I've still got an 11 card deck. I've got to build a board of, I think my lowest is going to be 2400 thanks to the Skull Dread. And what's my opponent going to do with the top card of their deck? Ideally, it is nice to get a Naturia Beast on board, but like this was a really bad hand, and for it to go this well, I'm happy. Like that went a lot better than I expected it to.